morning, everyone, and welcome to Highland News Now. I'm Miranda Gakey.
And I'm Jeffrey Alfazaga. We'll start with what's been happening on campus this week.
Michelle Johnson of Stillman Valley, a student at Highland Community College, has been named a 2019 Coca-Cola Academic Team Bronze Scholarship and will receive a $1,000 scholarship. Students are nominated for the academic team by their college administrators, and selection is based upon academic achievement, leadership, and engagement in college and community service. Congratulations to her and all her hard work.
Over in the Fine Arts Building last Friday, the Highland Big Band and Royal Scots presented a jazz show at 7:30. This year's Royal Scots featuring jazz arrangements and jazz originals, including Don't Get Around Much Anymore and Chili Con Carne. The Highland Big Band performed a couple of songs, but mostly provided the accompaniment for the songs from the repertoire of Frank Sinatra, Peggy Lee, and Bobby Darin.
Over in the first floor of Building M, the Earth Club and the Women in Science Club hosted a blowout plant sale from 11 to 2 on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of last week. In total, the two clubs raised over $600 in sales over the 3-day period. The money will be split between the two clubs to go back to them to help funding.
On Monday, April 29th, the Highland Community College Pride Club hosted their annual open mic night at 5:30 in the cafeteria. Plenty of people were able to share plenty of and more. Thank you to everyone that participated.
Highland Community College will announce their 2019 Visual Arts Scholarship exhibit at the Freeport Art Museum today. The Freeport Art Museum hosts the Visual Arts Scholarship exhibit to showcase the most recent visual arts recipients of the Buss and Ferguson Fine Arts Merit Scholarships. The exhibit will unveil today during the reception from 5 to 6:30 and will remain open through July 27th. Highland students included in this exhibit include Hayden Hayes, Haley Lenz, Dulce Lopez, Madison Pitts, and Shelby Roth. They showcase a sampling of some of their most successful works of art created during their studies in the visual arts program at Highland. Now let's head over to Will Beasing with our latest sports update.
Thanks, Miranda. We'll start off with news about coaching changes at Highland. Lonnie Boga will be stepping down after 2 years as the women's basketball head coach and 2 years as the men's basketball assistant coach. He led the Lady Cougars to 2 Region 4 championships and 2 Arrowhead Conference championships. Athletic Director Pete Norman says the college wishes him the best of success as he pursues new career opportunities. Moving into Highland sports, men's baseball won their first game on Saturday, the 27th at Kishwaukee, with a score of 13-4. They also won the second game with a score of 13-3. While their games on the 30th and 1st were canceled due to the rain, they have a home game today against Waubonsee. They'll play South Suburban in South Holland before playing McHenry County and Crystal Lake this weekend. We wish them luck going into sectionals next weekend and then the regional and national tournaments. Into softball season, the Lady Cougars have missed out on 4 games in a row due to weather. Last Saturday's game against Bryan Stratton in Milwaukee was canceled, as were Monday's, Tuesday's, and yesterday's home games against Sauk Valley, Illinois Valley, and Waubonsee. Go out and support them at their home game today at 3 and their game against Bryan Stratton in Milwaukee tomorrow at noon. The Lady Cougars also have games scheduled against Sauk Valley on Sunday and Monday before quarterfinals next week and the regional tournament next weekend. We wish them luck as they finish their season. Finally, in Highland sports, the men's golf team has been struggling, but is hoping to bounce back. At their tournament hosted by Sauk Valley on Friday, individual scores were Alec Hines with a 90, Will Beasing with 83, Dylan Conley with 80, Javier Haza with a 78, and John Silvers with a 75. Go out and support them Monday in Port Byron at their last match of the season. Here's hoping the team finishes their season strong. Now moving into national sports, a familiar face will be training in the NFL. Steve McShane, a Freeport native and senior running back at Western Illinois University, is headed to a rookie minicamp at the invitation of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He'll be in Pittsburgh next week to show off his talents and hopefully land a spot on the team. Elsewhere, as the NFL draft came to a close on Saturday, 254 players were drafted as teams looked to meet position needs and support current players. The Bears got 5 picks to support quarterback Mitch Trubisky. They drafted running backs David Montgomery of Iowa State and Kareth White of Florida, cornerbacks Stephen Denmark of Valdosta State and Duke Shelley of Kansas State, and finally wide receiver Riley Ridley of Georgia. Over in Green Bay, the Packers drafted 8 players and tried to address primary needs. They traded 9 spots in the first round to get safety Darnell Savage of Maryland, filling in their offensive line with Elton Jenkins of Mississippi State and drafting tight end Jace Sternberger of Texas A&M. Topping the overall power rankings after the draft are the New England Patriots, New Orleans Saints, and the Los Angeles Rams. Over in the NBA, the conference semifinals continue. The Toronto Raptors won Game 1 against the Philadelphia 76ers with a score of 108-95, but lost to the 76ers in Game 2 with a score of 94-89. The 76ers also won Game 3 last night by 116-95. Two other of the Game 3s take place tonight. The Boston Celtics beat the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 1, but the Bucks won Game 2 by a score of 123-102. The Golden State Warriors narrowly beat the Houston Rockets in Game 1 by 4 points, and they won again in Game 2 on Tuesday by a score of 115-109. Finally, the Denver Nuggets won in Game 1 against the Portland Trail Blazers with a score of 121-113, but the Trail Blazers won 97-90 on Wednesday night. In the MLB, there are many games taking place that leave 6 teams at the top of their divisions. The Tampa Bay Rays lead the American League in the East with 20 wins. The Minnesota Twins lead the Central American League with 19 wins, and the Houston Astros lead the American League West with 18 wins. In the National League East, the Phillies lead the pack with 17 wins. In the National Central is led by the St. Louis Cardinals with 20 wins, and the West is led by the Los Angeles Dodgers, also with 20 wins. There are 14 games scheduled tonight, including the Cardinals versus the Cubs, the Nationals versus the Phillies, the Mets versus the Brewers, and the battle of the Red and White Sox. Finally, as the NHL playoffs continue, Round 3 has come to a close, and Round 4 began Wednesday. The Dallas Stars won over the St. Louis Blues in Game 4 on Wednesday by 4-2, and they will start Round 5 later tonight. The Boston Bruins beat the Columbus Blue Jackets last night by 4-1. The San Jose Sharks lost to the Colorado Avalanche last night by a score of 3-0. Game 4 between the New York Islanders and the Carolina Hurricanes take place tonight in Carolina. I'm Will Beesing, and this has been your final sports date of the semester. Let's check out what's on the menu next week, and then go to a special Simpsons spotlight on Ralph Wiggum.
Hi, I'm Shelley Perkins from the Highland Arts Cafe, and here's what's on the menu for the week of May 6th through May 9th. On Monday, May 6th, the special is a cheeseburger. For Tuesday, May 7th, get a grilled cheese and bacon sandwich. Wednesday, May 8th, the cafeteria staff will be working the graduation picnic. And Thursday, May 9th, we will have nachos and cheese special. As always, grill items are available and breakfast is served all day long. The Highland Arts Cafe is open from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., Monday through Thursday on the first floor of Building H.
Edna Krabappel was a 4th grade health, science, math, and language teacher. She has a master's degree in education from Bryn Mawr College and was hired in at a prestigious private school. She was let go, however, after her first divorce and rehired in at Springfield. One student, Bart Simpson, has always thought she was a pain, but one of his favorites.
Class, in order to explain why your hormones will soon make you an easy target for every smooth-talking Lothario with his own car and tight jeans, I will now show a short sex education film. Ezekiel and Ishmael, in accordance with your parents' wishes, you may step out into the hall and pray for our souls.
Now, I don't want you to worry, class. These tests will have no effect on your grades. They merely determine your future social status and financial success, if any.
She always cared about her students and helped them with problems when she could. She made sure parents were involved, communicated with her students about problems, and made fun experiences for her class. Before she married her current husband, Ned Flanders, she had a couple of serious boyfriends, including Principal Seymour Skinner, Mole Sislak, and Comic Book Guy. When she married Ned, she became the stepmother of his 2 boys.
Tea set.
I think we both know the answer to that. A lucky boy.
You know, Seymour, there's an innocence about you that can be quite charming.
Oh, well, I've always admired your tart honesty and ability to be personally offended by broad social trends.
Really?
Very much. And your laugh.
You mean, ha
She was engaged to Seymour Skinner, but they soon broke it off as she realized she was in love with Ned Flanders. They began dating again in 2010 and got married October 18, 2012, in a beautiful ceremony. She contracted pneumonia, and after a fight, she ended up dying in 2015. Ned and the children mourned her death, and sometimes they still see and talk to her. She influenced many lives from Springfield and taught many students, her secret favorite being Bart, with whom she had a love-hate relationship with. She impacted his life so much he's decided he wants to go into teaching as well, and hopes he can be as good as a teacher as she was. Remember, if you can teach one kid one thing, then today will be a success.
Ooh, Ned. Ha!
Sure do miss that laugh.
Ha ha! I miss her too.
Now let's take a look at what's been happening in the community this past week. This past Monday, culinary career tech students from the surrounding schools tested their skills at Pub 219 by participating in the Best Burger Contest. Freeport Jr. Aaliyah Wilson, Duran Jr. Grant McAuliffe, and Sam Baumgartner, a junior at Freeport, all presented their burgers to the three judges: Jeff Lehrman, the co-owner of the bar, Jody Miller, the mayor of Freeport, and Renee Barr, the wife of the other co-owner of Pub 219. First place was given to Aaliyah for her baller burger, which was stuffed with mushrooms, garlic, onion, bacon, and cheese. Second place was awarded to Sam and her Nyan burger with teriyaki sauce, bacon, egg, ginger powder, and garlic. And third was Grant with his barbecue Southwest burger, which included sauteed onions, barbecue sauce, bacon, mushrooms, deep fried onions, cheese, and Worcestershire sauce. Congratulations to the students for their hard work.
On Wednesday, May 1st, a juvenile in Freeport was charged for armed robbery and possessing ammunition without a valid FOID card. On Monday night, a pizza delivery driver was robbed and police were alerted, showing up at the scene, the 700th block of East Center Street at 10:30 p.m. They found the two suspects fleeing. The other suspect was not charged. The charged juvenile implied he had held a weapon and told the driver to give him his wallet, keys, and phone.
Freeport High School Theater Department has announced their play for this spring. The school will be performing Lend Me a Tenor on Thursday, May 9th, Friday the 10th, and Saturday the 11th. The show starts at 7:30 every night and will be performed in the Jeanette Lloyd Theater on 701 West Empire Street in Freeport. Go see the students perform and tell the story of a world-famous Italian tenor who was to perform the starring role in a play, then after a fight with his wife receives a double dose of tranquilizers accidentally. Tickets are $7 and you can purchase them in advance or at the door. For more information, send an email to tim.connors@fsd.org or call 815-232.
Last Friday, a head-on car crash south of Byron on Illinois 2 North resulted in a Dixon man's death. The man, John R. Stanley, was taken to OSF St. Anthony Medical Care Center and passed away Sunday due to his injuries. The crash had occurred at 2:52 p.m. on the 7,000 block of North Illinois 2, close to the intersection of Illinois 72. The crash involved two pickup trucks. One he was driving, the other driven by Howard C. Barr. Stanley's truck had crossed over the center line into Barr's path. Barr tried to move onto the shoulder to avoid Stanley's truck, but the two trucks collided and slid into the northbound lane. Stanley was taken from his truck by Byron firefighters and flown to the hospital, and Barr was taken in an ambulance to Swedish American Hospital with minor injuries. The accident is still currently under investigation. And that's all for this week's community news. Now let's go to Melanie for this week's weather update.
Thanks, guys. Last week we did have quite a bit of rainfall and cloudy skies here on campus and in the surrounding area. This weekend the sun will finally shine as temperatures rise. Saturday has a high of 67, Sunday has a high of 70. But don't put those umbrellas away quite yet, because unfortunately Monday morning clouds will roll out back, bringing more showers and storms. Tuesday morning we will bring a short shower and as well as have a high of 68. Wednesday starts a cool down for the week at 55, and Thursday and Friday will have cloudy skies and low 60s. In the past few weeks, the animated music video from Little Dicky titled Earth expresses to everyone just how important the planet is and that we need to take better care of it. This song is a major video awareness towards environmentalism right in time for Earth Day a few weeks ago. Over 20 different artists came together to help with the music video. The video is currently at 77 million views. Let's stay aware and make a change. That's all for this week's weather. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Melanie Brown. Back to you, Miranda.
Thanks, Melanie. As we now move to our upcoming campus news, we start with the Spring Orchestra Concert. The concert will take place tonight at 7:30 in the Fine Arts Theater at the Ferguson Fine Arts Center. Under the direction of Brandon Lamb, the orchestra will perform the overture of Handel's Royal Fireworks Suite, Genepi No. 1 by Satie, St. Paul's Suite by Holst, plus a collection of Western movie themes called Go West. The concert is free and open to the public. For more information, visit highland.edu.
Lifelong Learning will be providing a summer filled with camps for children and older youth that include STEM, computer programming, and game creation, plus theater, comedy, and auditioning skill workshops for kids at Highland. Some of these different camps include Summer Theater Day camps with Laura Early, Creative Tech camps for kids ages 8 to 14, Python programmers, Minecraft modders, and many more. For more information, you can visit www.highland.edu/lifelonglearning.
From Thursday, May 9th to Wednesday, May 15th, the Highlands Bookstore will be doing a book buyback, where any book that you may have bought from Highland, you will be able to return and see how much money you might be able to get back for them. Remember, the deadline for this is May 15th, so be sure and return them before it's too late.
Over in Building H in the Highland Conference Student Center, they will be hosting their early bird registration on May 7th. The registration will take place from 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. This is designed to help students prepare for the fall semester in just one visit. Join them to take placement testing, meet with an advisor, and register for classes. No RSVP is needed. If you are busy, call 815-599-3610 to schedule an appointment.
Highland will be hosting its commencement ceremony on Saturday, May 18th. The location of the ceremony is to be held outside in the courtyard between the Marvin Burt Liberal Arts Center and Natural Science Center. Guests are to be reminded that they should park in Parking Lot D on the south side of campus, outside the Natural Science Center and Ray and Betty STEM Health Science Nursing Wing. Congratulations to all of our 2019 graduates, and good luck to you on the road that you choose to take that leads towards your bright future.
On Wednesday, May 8th, Highland will be hosting their end-of-the-year picnic. The picnic will take place from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. outside International. The event will be included a multitude of games, activities, plenty of food, and other neat things as well. And be sure to come and see all of your classmates at the picnic before the semester ends. Now let's check out our last health update of the semester before going to another special Simpson Spotlight on Ralph Wiggum.
Do you know someone who is battling Alzheimer's disease?
Alzheimer's disease destroys nerve connections in the brain, making it progressively more difficult to remember things or do ordinary activities of daily living.
Worldwide, 50 million people are living with Alzheimer's and other dementias.
The greatest risk factor for Alzheimer's disease is aging. Most cases begin between the ages of 60 to 65.
Other risk factors of developing Alzheimer's appears to be increased by many conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, stroke, hypertension, and high cholesterol.
Some signs and symptoms of Alzheimer's disease include memory loss, difficulty organizing thoughts, impaired decision-making, hallucinations, and mood changes.
Unfortunately, there are no answers to preventing or curing this disease. However, with early detection, you can explore treatments that may provide some relief of symptoms and help maintain a longer level of independence.
Understanding available options can help individuals living with the disease and their caregivers to cope with the symptoms and improve quality of life.
Meet Ralph Wiggum, your average 8-year-old boy.
Yay! Yay!
He is compassionate, tough, curious. These are all words Ralph Wiggum does not know, but he does not need to know them. He lives by them every day. Ralph may not be the smartest,
Me fail English? That's impossible.
but he has captured the hearts of many.
I dress myself. I'm Ralph Wiggum, and I've been a good boy.
In national news, a trailer for Paramount Pictures' Sonic the Hedgehog was just released last Tuesday. It has received mixed reviews. Viewers noticed Sonic looks quite different from the 1990 character. The cast includes Jim Carrey, Ben Schwartz, and James Marsden. The film will not be released until this November, so I'm sure we will be seeing lots more trailers about this film up until then.
No spoilers here, but Avengers Endgame is already the year's highest grossing film, just 3 days after its release. It has broken the record for best ever opening weekend, earning over $1 billion worldwide. Endgame could possibly surpass $3 billion at the box office, which would dethrone the current holder of highest grossing film, Avatar.
The Billboard Music Awards was held a few nights ago. Taylor Swift and Brendan Urie performed their new song, Me. Many famous stars performed as well, including Madonna, Ariana Grande, the Jonas Brothers, BTS, and Hailey. Cardi B came out with the most awarded female rap artist in Billboard history. Drake won 27 awards, including Top Male Artist. Thank you for joining us today for our season final of Highland News Now.
Be sure to tune in next semester for more campus updates and news and national news.